Representative Steve Holland with us today. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing very well, especially
Good.
since I'm talking to you now.
Yeah.
So can you tell me more about who you are and who you represent?
Well, my name's Steve Holland. I've represented Lee County, Mississippi since 1983. This is my 32nd session to be a member of the legislature. Sort of enjoyed it most days. Some I wouldn't give you 5 cents for, but all in all, it's been a wonderful experience.
So can you tell me more about what's going on for this upcoming year, 2015?
Well, you know, the biggest thing we do down here is the budget. And the budget's big, and the Democrats lost their majority status 3 years ago. This place is run completely by the Republicans, some really nice people, but they like to bank money, and we Democrats sort of like to spend the money. So it's going to be a pretty classic battle. The state's got more money in the coffers than probably it's ever had in its history, maybe with the exception of the couple of 2 years after the genesis of gaming, about 1994 and 95. So we've got a lot of things we want to do in education and public transportation, public health access and availability, and we'll just duke it out like we always do, and it'll work.
And Jackson State University, on top of that, is beginning a College of Public Health, actually.
Oh, I know. Jackson State's one of our wonderful flagship universities. I've always enjoyed my visits out there. I've always felt really close in my 32 years to the administrators out there, the presidents, and I think a lot of Jackson State. It's high on my radar screen.
So in what ways can Jackson State receive more support and more funding from people like you and just people to help Jackson State grow and prosper and become better?
It's interesting how we fund the institutions of higher learning. We fund IHL, and they dish the money out by formula, and then we have a list of capital needs always each year that each university presents, and then every now and then a group of legislators will just run a rabbit, if you will, on behalf of Jackson State or whatever. So, I mean, Jackson State's been in the mix a long time. We think a lot of our urban university, and I'm sure you'll be coming with programs that'll help your people and help all of our people, and we'll be there to help you with them.
Thank you very much for that. Is there any words you would like to say to your constituents?
Well, I want my constituents to forgive me for all of my past sins, for they have been many. And then I want them to just let me stay down here one more time, and I promise them I'll do a little bit better the next time. But I will continue to raise Cain on behalf, I'm a very passionate legislator, on behalf of those causes that especially benefit the least, the last, and the most vulnerable amongst us.
All right, you say to forgive you for your past sins. Can you tell me like your most humorous or funniest moments that you ever had throughout your career?
I think probably the most favorite quote I've ever had, Governor Fordyce was the first Republican governor since Reconstruction, and he brought a dog up here. I forget the dog's name, but the dog crapped all over the Capitol building. And some reporter from the New York Times came in and said, Rep. Holland, what do you think about this situation? So I said, it seems like to me we ought to train the dog and get rid of the governor.
Wow. Thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.
And that was our former House Rep, America.
Yeah, thank you.